Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Deadly Decks Playtesting. Very excited to be here today with you guys. The milk tea is the bomb today. That is a good sign of things to come. When the milk tea is good, it could be a good day. It really could be. Yeah, yesterday we got in, just to recap, the Tormentor, or so we think. But a lot of cool things came out of yesterday that I'm very excited about. A lot of those revolving around some new UI ideas on how to do random rolls for heroes. Also trying to just figure out more about this Tormentor, how it's going to work in the game. Like, I really didn't expect that the infinite health on a creature was going to cause a problem. Who would have thought? Who would have thought games are very tight ecosystems that rely on resources to maintain themselves, and when you eliminate one of those resources completely, well, it's still an ecosystem. It's just a dry, barren desert of an ecosystem when it comes to choice and having fun and making decisions that feel like a really great game. Who would have ever even considered thinking about it? We have some other fun little things to get in here. But first, I'm just going to drop a little link on the Discord so that I can let Team WoW know, hey, come on through, people. Come hang out. Come do fun stuff. Deadly Decks, dev time. At the Team WoW. And then I was gonna do one more. Thing here. And I know if you're watching after the live or you're just stopping in here, trying to get my Carl bot to do this. Carl bot, you should be doing all these postings for me. I live in a day of AI, and here I am hand baking all of my links and all this stuff. Come on. It's like, bro, do you even? Do you even, bro? Oh my gosh, this is not going according to plan. Almost there, guys. If you're in the chat, keep it warm. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. What the heck? Okay. See here. I'm going to just grab one last thing. Oh, there's Raymond. What? Wait until Kurt learns he can add YouTube commands to tell the Discord link. What? Man, I was trying to do this, and I'm telling you, I looked it up on AI. I looked it up on AI. Yeah, sure. Okay. I looked it up on AI. I'm not changing that, actually. I'm going to just keep it the way it is. And like, they were telling me to do this thing with webhooks. They were like, oh, webhooks. Get a webhook and you have to connect it to your Streamlabs. We need cards to have more aura. What do you mean? Like the vibe of them? Is the vibe of the cards off? Oh no. Sad. How are you guys doing today? Fist fight. Oh my god, I love to see it. Fist fight. Thank you for being like such a stand for this game, man. I love it. You came in like last week and you're like, yo, what are we making today? I love it. You're more on the ball with this game than I am. I feel like Fist Fight's the CEO. He's like, bro, what are you doing? You're procrastinating. Get to it. I thought we were, what are we doing today? What's on the roadmap? We got money to make. Yeah, well, okay, so here's the thing. I made some new cards. Just so you know, I kind of like was getting a little impatient about how long it's going to take me to get all these new cards in. So yesterday after the stream, I actually just kept replacing and fixing a lot of the cards. So yesterday I actually fixed, this one was already fixed, but it wasn't in here. But look at this. These are all of the new events. Oh yeah, you guys didn't even see this one. This one's classic under attack. The classic under attack card. Let me go through these. But look at this, guys. These are all the new, look at all these new events. I am so excited to play this. I was really getting antsy when we got done yesterday on stream. I was like, dang, I was like, we still have like more cards to put in. And I really want to like play this thing, man. I'm like, I really want to try it again. Raymond said, just in channel settings on the Discord, you can create a webhook. Yes, I got that. But then chat told me to go to Streamlabs and they were like, oh, go to the webhook section. Okay, there isn't one. At least I couldn't find it. So anyway, it's a work in progress. It's fine. I'm not upset. I'm not upset. We had Sack 2 fighter jet. It has most aura. Okay. All right, put on my list of notes. We're gonna have to add a Sack 2 jet. Yo, how flipped would you be for if the game shipped and I just didn't even tell you, and in the game there was like a secret card that only you got that was like a Sack 2 jet. Add Sack 2 fighter jet. Why? What is it with that jet that you love so much? Oh yeah, oh my god, Raymond hitting it up with the boomerang. We do need that. Raymond, you get the boomerang card, the off-brand Temu Batarang card. I'll call it a Tabarang card. The Tabarang. Sue me, DC. Who owns DC anymore? Is it Warner Brothers? Warner Brothers owns DC, right? Or is it who knows? I can never keep these things straight. Obligatory moment of, if you're here and you're enjoying the stream at all in its first formative 10 minutes of streaming, don't forget to like and subscribe and do all the great stuff so you can hang out here and hopefully get your own card. Can I get the B2 bomber? Okay. All right. Looks like we got to add the add Temu Batarang. Add B2 bomber. This game. Is your game a dungeon crawler? Kind of. It's kind of a dungeon crawler. It's also kind of not. It has little arms that fold out saying, hey, and it does many cool moves. Okay, I'm convinced. All right, let me show you this. And not only that, I put this in, testing the name Shackle Whips. And I wrote this in here. And what else did we have in here that I put in? I didn't do anything for Eris yet. But look, we have the Grotesque now. Feed me your pain. Prison cell. You have to say it when you draw it like that too. We have a new prison cell event. I'm testing this thing out where there's 3 possible outcomes on rolling. We'll see how that goes. I kind of don't like 3 of them. It's like very long, but we'll test it out. We'll see. We have this new one, Tablet Arachne 1. This is a cool card. I think I've shown this to you guys before, where if you get all 3 parts, you can put them together and it will help you defeat the final boss. This one is Cursed Burial, very similar to Prison Cell, except it's a magic-based one, and you get coins instead of loot. So this one's like your loot flavor. This one is your coins flavor. We have the Cocoon one. This one has a lot of text in it. I'm excited to try it out, see what it does. Basically, the idea here is if you get a 2 or less, you have to summon a spider and fight it, but only the hero that you rolled for can fight it. So it's like a single engagement. And you discard an ally without revealing it because you didn't save someone. If you get a 3 or more, you do save someone and you get to draw an ally card. Remember, these ally cards are up here. So, you know, you do get to save someone like Reichert's Guard or whatever. And then if you pass it, I'm trying this out too. If you don't want to do this event, we're trying to see if this works. But if you don't want to actually roll for it, you will get a Caught in Webs, which actually means that your leader or the person who was going to roll gets one of these. And you also lose the ally. You don't get to see who it is. You just discard them. So this is a great mechanic, by the way, just so you know. The idea of taking allies and killing them off narratively, I love. But it's also a game mechanic. What you end up happening is like this game runs a risk of people counting cards, right? Oh, okay, I know how many allies are left. I know which one's the good ones. I know which ones I'm aiming for, and allies should be pretty powerful. But the trick is, in a card like this, you discard an ally without revealing them because they died in a cocoon. The whole point is, it's really cool about this, is then if you're counting cards, your counting is now much more problematic for you to kind of like game the system. So you kind of have to keep playing it as if you're not sure. Which allies did I lose? Yeah, they can die. Oh God, Raymond, if you think that's crazy for this card, wait till you see the under attack card. Bandits, we've done this one. I don't know if you guys remember. This is a cool card where you roll for a hero on their speed. Oh, you roll to select a hero and then you roll for speed. So the bandits are going to rob from you. You don't know who they're going to rob from. So here, I'll show you how it works. I really am interested to see how all these unique cards work. There's a lot of mechanics in here that I've never even played with them before. So it's going to be really interesting. So you roll first. Okay, so Simeon is going to have to be challenged on his swiftness. And if he doesn't roll well, he's going to get robbed. If he does roll well, then he can fight them and they won't steal from him. So we need a 3 or less on his swiftness, which means we roll and we add it to his swiftness. So 3 or less, if he gets a 3 or less, he's going to either lose 3 coins or 1 loot from the hero, and you put the card off to the side. So what would happen is if he gets 3 or less on his number, so oh my God, he got a complete fail. That counts as a 0 though, not a like typical fail, or at least currently. He gets a 0 plus his 1, nowhere close to a 3. So he gets 3 or less, we discard 3 coins or 1 loot. Now, if he doesn't have any coins, let's say we just started the game, he has to discard 1 loot and put this card off to the side. So you take the card and you give them their health pack. And now, remember, there's another one of these in Act 2. So same thing can happen. And in Act 3, there's actually a bandit camp. And when you come across the bandit camp, there's a bandit boss. You have to fight him and bring all the bandits out with all the loot. And if you defeat them, you get all your loot back. This card I'm really excited about. I think it's pretty cool. I love this idea that like you could get robbed in the beginning and actually have consequence later on. This under attack card is the last one, the last new one currently. There are still a couple more new ones. This one's really cool. You draw 2 creatures. You can choose one of these. Draw 2 creatures, and after you defeat them, you can draw 2 allies. So you get actually 2 allies off of this card. Again, these guys are really helpful. Yeah, they're really helpful cards. I lost you from the start. Sorry. It'll make sense when we play it. It'll make sense when we play it. You draw 2 creatures. After you defeat them, you draw 2 allies. Or you can just not help these people. And again, you lose 2 allies that you'll never be able to draw in the game. You'll never get their benefits. They're dead. And you don't reveal them. So we're trying to like step this up. Add pew-pews. Okay, yeah, we could do that too. Definitely add pew-pews. I'll put it on the list. All right, so we have a lot of new events, which is cool. This is going to be fun. There are these other events that we could add in. They're like much longer events. There's one that's a caravan. So you see this caravan and then you have to draw these 3 cards and you get to play like all these little games. And then there's another one where there's like a mob that shows up. But I kind of feel like we're close to being able to play this. I don't want to put in too many new things and test them. There should be a character that's just a straight up crackhead. Maybe you would like this to be the bone collector? Or is it a hero and he's just fiending? He's just looking for that high. Raven said that would just be an instant win going against someone with a sword and a pew pew. Easy win. Magic gunman. Yeah. The magic gunman. Oh yeah, and I also added, speaking of, Rowan finally got card art for his throwing knives. And I also changed this to you only roll, and if you crit, you do 3 damage, otherwise they don't do anything. But remember, he has flanking, so his whole thing is you should flank him, you get a +2, and then you're rolling to see if you get a crit. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. So, oh yeah, and there's even more stuff because James dropped some art. James dropped some art here. Let me see if I can grab some. We have some cool stuff in here. He made, okay, we have 2 things. Yeah, okay. So let me grab this one. We have something for Bucket now. Bucket's gonna lose this magic barrier. This was supposed to be a shield that burns down every encounter but refills, oh, you know, like after you leave, but I just don't see it working. I think you'll just always use it in the beginning. And there's not really any gameplay to it. So, with that said, he is actually getting a new card. Let me show you what it's going to be here. Can I do it in here? I tried to pull this up before I started my stream so that I can actually like make changes. Okay, it's not going to be in here. It's going to be, no, file, open recent. I think it's in here. Oh, I already have that one open. It's going to be Bucket 2, Cocoon, Caught in Webs, Flail. Items new. We could try that. We'll see if it'll open. Let's make Bucket's new thing. Bucket is going to get this, he's going to get a little repair kit, which I'm very excited about. Healing by filling his bucket head with water. What if he went into like a rabid like burst of anger every time he sees a bucket on the floor filled with water? Why not make it toggle on and off and block damage even if it's higher than its health, so it's useful late game? Okay, because can't open it. Sag. Items, new cards, because the scratch discs are full, man. Those scratch discs, they just get so full. I will explain why that shield doesn't work. It is a real bummer because I had high hopes for it and then I used it and I was like, okay, well, that ain't doing it. This one, I think this one will open. Yeah, here we go. So here's the problem with this card. Initially, I had it where you turn it and then you turn it and it will absorb damage, which was not necessary. I think this was even too much, like turning it. Discard if shield equals 0, remove all damage, end of counter. Now, problem with this was it just eliminates choice. Like, because it's a shield and you can get it back, you would just start every round being like, sure, turn his shields on and just like take as much damage as you can. And then, you know, when you get to like 3 left or it seems dangerous, you would just turn it off and then you just get it back. So it didn't feel like there was an actual choice to it. I will say this. This is where I get to with these cards. This could work if it was a single use barrier. Okay? Like this barrier, that maybe he keeps this, actually. I'm glad we're doing this because maybe he keeps this. The problem that I had is if it refills after every battle, you just turn it on and then effectively he just has 6 extra health points. And the chances of you breaking this are slim to none because it's turn-based. You would almost never break it. But, and I really like this idea, Furry, thank you for bringing this up. I feel like if it was a single-use magic barrier and you could only use it one time, that's pretty cool. Like it lasts for one encounter and then you have to discard it. Feeling it. That's until we try it and then we find out that it's broken as hell. But until that point, yeah, let's do discard if shield equals 0 or end of encounter. And then we'll get rid of the remove all damage, all this kind of stuff. Put hit tokens on it and it can't be fixed. Raymond said, how about he can just shield other characters, but not himself? He sacrifices himself for his friends, but he is buff since he's metal. That's a great idea. In fact, it's such a great idea that we already have that, though, with Kira. We said with Kira that Kira's special... Oh, this is good. I should take a note on this. Kira's special is that she can use shields on other people. So she already is doing that. If I give that to Bucket, now we have like overlap. Yeah, right? Raymond, I was having the same thought. Because if you look at him, actually, look, this is his actual original ability. Creatures only attack Bucket, which was the idea was you turn the shield on and then he can take all the damage, right? And he gets hit. But yeah. Kira, does she have enough health? No, the thing with her was her shields. Anytime she has a shield, as long as she has a shield, which there are better shields than this in the game. The idea is that if she has a shield, she can use it on anybody. Like anybody and whenever there's an attack, she can use her shield one time for someone, and then you have to exhaust it, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, I have to put that in my notes, Kira, because actually that's not on her ability, and it should be. Sack 2 fighter jet, add Timu Batarang, add B2 bomber. Okay, right, of course. We put all the important stuff at the top of the notes. I mean, everybody knows that. That's let me put this in here. Kira needs ability text about using shields for others. Fistfight said, I'm thinking for the crackhead character has to roll for a good high, extra damage, or a buff of some kind, or a bad high, does less damage, or a debuff of some kind. Fistfight, this is hilarious. Okay, we'll just put this in here with the other important stuff. I'm gonna leave that spelling. I feel like it's appropriate. Fistfight, this is interesting that you're kind of going in that direction, because one of the things I've been thinking about is Fent emote. No, he didn't. He did not say Fent emote. Fistfight, one of the things I've been considering is when I go to make the digital version of this game, that instead of like coding the cards, that I would actually make a card creator and then leave the card creator available for other people, or create like a D&D rulebook where you can make your own cards. And so all the rules of like what the powers can do and what things do is in there. But then if you wanted to, you could kind of like make your own like system, or not system, but you could make your own stuff. Furry said, I meant it can block attacks for the team. So, Oh, like it could just block the attacks. I don't know, guys. I'm really into. I think this works where this is a single use shield. Let's say someone has a critical fail, it would save them. Oh, so you're saying that Bucket can like takes the attack for the entire team. Okay, here's the thing with that. The thing with that is I keep coming back to what this game has taught me about game design is that anytime I take choice away from a player and give them a power that eliminates choices, and I'm not saying this is in it's punishing the player or rewarding the player. I'm just saying that anytime I create something that eliminates choice or makes choice more simplified, it feels like it makes the game very unexciting. So for instance, if Bucket can just shield the whole team, it would have to be that he could only do that. But even if you let that happen once per encounter, it means that in a moment where you might be wondering if Kira could shield one person or another, which is an interesting choice, or herself, instead Bucket removes all of that choice. And it's like, oh, Bucket just does that. Now, I'm not saying that we can't make it more interesting. He could do that, and maybe it costs him health. You see what I mean? Like, we got to make it so that there's still a choice. Like, oh, wow, I could take all the damage here. Or maybe he doesn't lose health, but he would have to do something else. Bucket uses the Force. Guys, little known piece of lore. It wasn't Luke Skywalker that tried to kill Anakin. It was Bucket. So let that sink in. Yeah, like it puts his shield up. It blocks the attacks until it breaks or blocks the first attack. I'm gonna AI him into a Jedi. But here's the thing. Furry, I could see that still doing this. Maybe this absorbs all damage. Absorbs all damage this turn. But then you have to maybe that's all it lasts is one turn. So I feel like that could be cool. And then when do you use it? I could go with that. But you see how like we have to balance out the power with a cost. And the cost is difficult choice. So in this case, what it would be is if the magic barrier can completely block an entire round of attacks, I still think it needs a cap. I still think it, instead of blocking all attacks, it's just this magic barrier can absorb 6 points of damage this turn from any attack, right? So we do cap it because like then again, the choices are, you know, we're eliminating choice. But I could see this as a single use. Yeah, this is, and then we have it. Shields up, absorb, exhaust to absorb damage, discard. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix it. Let's go ahead and fix it. Shields up. It's not a turn. We're not going to turn this thing. Turn the card around. Nothing makes it faster. AI is never going to replace human singing. Just putting that out there. All right. What do we have here? I need this icon. Where's the icon for instant? Oh my god. Where's the icon for instant? It's getting that point, guys, where I'm just like, whoa, there's so many things to keep in mind. Okay, side note, did I ever show you the AI comedian? It wasn't done. It was gonna be an AI comedian who roasts humans who use AI. Is that it? It's only the image? Wow, that's a downer. That's him. There was video. There was video. I swear there was video. Isn't he great? Isn't he great? I kind of feel like it's even funnier just showing you him and he's just there and you guys are like, wait, what? Okay, let's go in here. Oh boy, where is tabletop sim cards? There's like a little icon, extra large, supersize me. Here it is. Let's just grab this one. There it is. That's the universal symbol for instant. I don't know why my snipping tool makes me use it. Oh, no, it doesn't. I thought my snipping tool was making me like use it twice before it would work. But apparently that's just all in my head. Okay. All right, so the shield can be used at any time. Okay. Okay. Can be used anytime. It could just be the first one, so the fastest attack is first, and whoever got a critical fail doesn't get hit. Could be one use or until it breaks. The fastest attack is first, or whoever got a critical fail doesn't get hit. Ah, I see. You're saying from the creature, the fastest attack from the creature? Shields up. Magic barrier. Okay, we're not going to exhaust to absorb damage. Absorbs. Heroes. Damage this turn. Discard if I need shield points. Shield points equals 0 or end of turn. One thing we'll have to specify is if the magic barrier can absorb a hit that's like, you know, if there's 5 points of damage on the magic barrier and then the last creature goes and it's like 10 damage, does that mean it absorbs the 10 damage? Or does it absorb 1 and then there's spillover? So we have to kind of like return back to that. Oh god. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see Jedi Knight Obi. I'm trying to think of a funny one. Bucket 1 Kenobi. Obi-Wan Bucknobi. Bucket Nobi. Obi-Wan Bucket Nobi. I'm okay with that one. I could ride with that. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here before I go take a look at it, because this was in Discord and I need to grab it. This is Bucket's repair kit. I can't wait for you guys to see this. I've already told you how this is gonna work, but I'm very excited about it. Where Bucket can basically, you can trash loot, and that's his health. So this is gonna be a fun one, guys. And James did a awesome job on the, as usual, on the repair kit. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I digest. Let's see here. We have God, man, Discord is just a mess these days. They really trashed this app. Oh god. I love the gems hanging off of him and the robe someone put him in. Oh wow. Oh boy. Sith Bucket. Oh, he just has Star Destroyers flying behind him. Oh my god, that's great. I love That's great. I love the like light side bucket, dark side bucket. Which one will he be? I love that he just has, are these the what are they? Dilithium crystals or whatever? No, that's Star Trek. What are the crystals in Star Wars? I love how he just keeps them hanging around. Like, I guess he's just gonna make another lightsaber out of them eventually. Hopefully no one steals them. The hood barely covers the bucket. I like in the second one that AI attempted to put the bucket in the hoods. In the hood. Look at this ride or die Empire tat. I love it. Right on the chest. Oh, he's got one there too for definitely not the rebellion, but something. What is that? Gundam? Is he now Gundam? Gundam Jedi? I want to see Bucket the Gundam. Okay, so shields up, absorbs hero damage this turn. Discard if shield points equal 0 or at the end of the turn. Of the turn. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's cool. I wasn't expecting to fix this card. I kind of thought this card was just DOA, but it's not. It's making a comeback. All right. That's not what we wanted. Where, oh, where art thou, bucket magic barrier? Magic barrier. I don't even see it. Oh, there we go. Magic Barrier 2, the sequel. The Squeakquel. Okay, let's go ahead and make his repair pack now. I'm gonna go ahead and just put all this in a group, because I'll probably come back to this file at some point. No? Okay, we're not gonna... I lied. We're not gonna make a group, apparently. I'll put this in here. Group it all together. Okay, we're back, baby. We're back. Let's duplicate this one. And this one will be Magic Barrier. And this one will be Repair Kit. Man, Bucket getting some love today. My guy Bucket getting all the love. Can I change this word? Magic Barrier? Okay. Repair Kit. I want to call it something else, like a... we'll leave it. Repair Kit. Like Automaton Repair Kit or something like that. It's okay. We don't have to go crazy on every part of this. Like every second. Close that. That one's this. That's a passive. Okay. Tune-up time. I don't know if these will be the final words at all. We'll just turn it in there. Tune-up time is gonna be... It's gonna be May. All right. Let me grab this guy. Let's hide that one. Let's hide that one. Repair Kit. Tune-up time. Okay, so... as long as he has his repair kit, he can use convert any weapon. Currently it's just weapon. I will put or loot. Let's try it. Let's keep it loose and then see how it works. Or loot into shield health. Cost value it equals shield points. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so the way this goes down is we're gonna save this repair kit. Let's go ahead and let's do ye old Imgur. Okay, we're gonna go there. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go do the posts, and we're gonna upload the new cards, and let's change them up. There's the repair kit. There's the bucket barrier 2, and then we go. Let me save this guy, and now we go. There he is. That's what I was looking for. Let's go ahead and clone this card, because I think these cards are their own things. Click on this one. Let's change this one to this new image. Import it. There we go. We got the shields up. Absorbs hero damage this turn. Discard if shield points equals 0. I'm gonna have to write this one better. I feel like that's just not a very good explanation of what it does. There's a lot to the imagination there. It's like, okay, again, does it, you know, accept like higher sums of attack completely? And then he gets a repair kit. He has a lot right now. He has a lot of stuff. That's not a bad thing, but, you know, he has this crank ability where weapons only attack when Bucket starts a turn exhausted. Trigger attack twice, then exhaust. So his whole thing is like, you start the round, you exhaust him, and then on the next turn, you unexhaust him, and this attacks twice. So he hits every other turn. Then he has his magic barrier, which is a single use, which means it's not going to stay in his inventory for very long. And then he has the repair kit. So I don't know, is he kind of like overly done? I don't think so. I don't think he's overly done. Yeah. I don't think he's overly done. I'm wondering if maybe he can carry 4 things instead of 2. The current thing is heroes can only carry 2 things. They can carry, you know, 2 weapons and 2 loot, and then that's it. He is supposed to be... All right, yeah, that's a good point. He's supposed to be a tank. He is supposed to be a tank. Yeah, he comes with one more card that James was going to work on, which is scrap metal. So he comes with 5 health points and then 1 scrap metal, so that you have, like, you know, you see how it starts. He has like 5 points plus 5 points. The scrap metal gets used first, you know? Okay. Okay. Interesting. He's interesting. Now for these guys, if we can solve these 2 guys, I feel like we can start doing another playtest again. So we're getting pretty close to being able to play. Who do we work on first? Do you guys have any? Should we do Eris or Simeon first? Who should we work on today? I got like another 30 minutes that I can work on stuff on stream. Bucket is many things on Deadly Decks. Yeah, he's many things. He's kind of like kitted out. But I think that's okay. Specialists are supposed to be like unique characters, you know? They're supposed to be really fun. Yeah. I wonder if inventory size is something that's specified on character cards. Like maybe there's a little backpack icon. You know, Simeon can carry 3 things. Eris can carry 2. Bucket can carry 4. I'm gonna put that on my notes. Oh boy, he made more. Eris, fist fight votes Eris. Let's do Eris. Done. I'm gonna just check it out here, and see what that would look like for Bucket if we just put that on there, though. Like, does Bucket have a little backpack icon? I'm just gonna look for, oh, I don't want this one. I want this one. Let's see if we can just find backpack icon. Or inventory. Inventory icon. This one's probably fine. I don't want to put in anything like too close to final because I just feel like, you know, James is an amazing artist and I love how James interprets things. But I think the form factor of being able to kind of like explain, here's what I think would work on the card. I think that's important. So definitely not trying to style it, but I feel like if we opened up Baguette, Mr. Baguette, and we put this on here, and then we go ahead and we get rid of all of this and all of this and all this and all this and all this and all this. We can go ahead, and I think having it flat is really important because there's a good chance that I might be able to just kind of like keep it that way. I also think getting rid of these top straps, let's get rid of these. Whoops, or not. They're like, make me, bruh. Okay, put this here, get rid of these. And then we just kind of like color over it in its same color until we get it like filled. Let's see. I know you could just do fill, but I don't know why. I kind of like coloring stuff in usually, like on my own. I don't know why I do that when I could like easily just like fill it in. Okay, but I do like making it a lot bigger, so it's a lot easier. Okay, we're almost there with a backpack. And then we can make this color the whole color. Yeah, maybe we do need a little bit of color to it. Like maybe this is like a dark brown, and then this guy underneath is like a little bit lighter. Again, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to like tease it out. But we could take this, grab this guy, make it a little bit smaller. Whoops. Okay, then we can grab this guy and move it up. So the idea here would be, Bob Ross, make happy inventories. Make happy backpacks. That doesn't really look like a backpack to me as much as it kind of looks like a really interesting character, but maybe the straps were really necessary. Maybe I can add them. Straps, I was just kidding. I was just joking, guy. Come back. I didn't really mean it. Maybe we just need like a little... Whoops. First one was nice. Second one, it's always like that. There we go. Save the file. Why? Because the asterisk? And then like, does it have a number inside it? Like he can carry 4 things in his inventory. So is it like we go ahead and make it like a 4 like this? But it has to be in the same font. I don't know. It should be lined up with this guy and it should be about the same height. So we could definitely like take this down and this down and then just move it straight over. Nope. I said move it straight. Move it straight over and then put the backpack down. I don't know. I'm not feeling it yet. I think James has to go ahead and like add the brilliance of his visual design. here, but it's a good start. It's good to try things out so that way he doesn't waste his time either trying to do these things. Something like that. Either way, we'll have to come up with something because I do feel like it makes a lot of sense to do this. Yeah, yeah. Something like that. How does it look when we pull back? Nah, it doesn't look good. It's okay though. It's iterative. I fully expect this to take a while to get this right. But you know, I do like the idea of one thing that I've learned from doing this right now is I do like the idea of he has a backpack where all the heroes have a backpack icon. You'll just have to think about how that works. I'm not even going to put this in the game, but you know, I think it's worthwhile to take a picture here and show James on the Discord. Okay. Oh yeah, you're watching. Great. Hey James, guys. James, the brilliant artist who made all of these beautiful designs, is here. Yeah, I sent that to you, James. So you know, it's there. We can figure it out later. But I wonder if maybe it doesn't go in this top corner. Maybe it's somewhere down here. I mean, we even have this starts with a flail, but maybe that's done now because they have like actual starter packs, so they don't even have to worry about it. Yeah, he's cool though. Okay, so we were gonna do Eris. How does the AI version I made look? This would never be the final and needs a real artist. Well, it probably looks like AI, but yeah, I mean, it's a cool backpack, but it needs to be more of like an icon where there's like numbers and things like that. But I think it's neat. I mean, of course it's a backpack. It does look like AI, but yeah. Oh. Oh my God, these AI buttons. What is this? What is this? Heavy Mega Rich starts with Dominus. Oh my God, that's such a Roblox. Why are they sticking out? Infinite spend creates any item at will. Creatures cannot resist. Limitless wealth. Yeah. Look, it's the bucket that's always been in my heart. Okay, so let's look at Eris. We still have like another 20 minutes. It's the only good thing AI is for. Dude, I feel you. The memes are really funny. But it's also like, it reminds me of Roblox a lot, right? It's like part of what makes Roblox so great is how like derpy the characters and the worlds look. Like that's part of what makes Roblox so lovely. That's why whenever Roblox is like, you should be using PBR textures, I'm like, bruh, like what? Why would you? That's too try hard for Roblox. Roblox is great the way it is. Nobody needs PBR textures up in Roblox. That's the fun. Okay, so Eris. Eris's whole thing, based on the notes that I took last time, Eris has a shroud ability. Let me see if I can bump this up so we can all see it a little bit more. As I just keep zooming out. Okay, Eris has a shroud ability. This is a turned ability, and when it is active, she is shrouded or hidden, and she cannot be targeted by creatures. But they will target the next hero that fits. It's losing its spark. Which, Roblox, AI, or just all of it? Okay, she can now also have weapons that have effects built around shrouding. Or does Eris have a cloak that can be turned or activated? This I don't like. When we did this turning thing for Bucket's shield, it did not feel right to have like an item that you turn that changes the hero. It feels like the hero has to have the turning on them. Like she is shrouded now, and then that it's just visually like when you're looking at the battlefield and the encounter, that makes sense to me that like Eris is shrouded, so you turn her. But she cannot be targeted and doesn't receive a bonus for being shrouded like Rowan's flank ability. Okay, the Assassin's Blade has a standard attack and then has a shrouded special attack. So that's referring to my thoughts around this. She would have the shroud ability here. Still go back and forth though. She should just have a cloak that shrouds her. Because if I put it as an ability on her, that's kind of like saying like she can do something. She can shroud herself. That doesn't really make much sense. Oh, Roblos is losing its spark. I kind of feel like it too. It's getting a little kicked, right? So maybe she does have a cloak where maybe the cloak itself, well, we'll try it. You turn the cloak and Eris is shrouded. She can't be targeted. And then this blade was supposed to be, you know, do 1 damage or whatever. We'll fix this blade. And then down here, there's a shrouded ability. If shrouded, you know, do XYZ. And then last but not least, I made bleed tokens specifically just for her, although it would eventually be something that would work with the game itself. So she wouldn't be the only one who could cause bleed. But that if you do her shroud ability and you attack while coming out of shroud, you create a bleed scenario. The way that bleeding is going to work, by the way, is bleeding does not stack. It can only be upgraded 1 time. So it will be, there's a blood token on the deranged guard. Now every turn he gets 1 extra damage. And then if she did it a second time, he's now bleeding twice a turn. And I think that what will happen with this is weapons that are attached to bleeding will, like maybe even the flail, you know, do 2 damage. If bleeding, do +1 damage. So the idea here being that like once you, the way that this would work that's different from like a creature on fire is that a creature on fire takes 1 damage. You could even have multiples of them. Like you can have as many of them as your character creates on them. And then for 1 turn, they take 2 damage. Then they take 2 damage on the next turn, and then they're not on fire anymore, right? So I've been thinking about this a lot because these could be construed as very similar status effects, and like, what's the point? And what I came up with is that the bleeding, though, will be a status effect that allows other weapons to have advantage, to gain advantages. So like, for instance, if Eris creates bleeding on the deranged guard, let's say she shrouds, then on her next turn, she unshrouds and uses the Assassin's Blade, causes bleeding on the deranged guard. Now, let's say Bucket's Flail says do 2 damage. If bleeding, do +1 damage, right? So then it's like, oh, so now we really want Bucket to hit this guy because he's bleeding. And I think that's how bleeding will work. Bleeding is going to be a status effect that when created, other weapons will get like significant bonuses to hitting targets that are bleeding. So Eris like cuts them, makes them bleed, they're bleeding out, and then Bucket like lands like a massive flail on the bleeding area to create a much deeper wound. You've been too addicted to Deadlock to play anything else? Is Deadlock the game on, is that the Steam game, the Valve game? Is that one where you're like running around, zooming around? Yeah, it is, right? Oh yeah, published by Valve. Whoa, you're playing that? I haven't heard, and not throwing shade, I have not heard anything about that game in a very long time. Did my stream freeze? Oh no, it didn't. I haven't heard anything about that game in a long time. How is it coming along? Is it I mean, it looks like it's pretty fun. People are writing about it when I looked it up. They're saying it's really great. Okay, so let's just go ahead and why don't we just go ahead and fix some of these cards? That's how we do this, right? We fix the cards and then try them out, and then we see where they take us. So we're gonna need a card of Eris to fix her card, and we're also gonna need the card of her weapon. I will say this, I'm going back and forth on the hood that she has, like a hood that she puts on and it shrouds her. I think it should be an item. Yeah, I think it should be an item. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the Assassin's Blade, and then let's also go ahead and grab Eris proper. Card fronts heroes. Let's get Eris. It's Valve's new third-person MOBA. They just had a really big update. Oh yeah, have you been playing the whole time, or did you just hop in because of this new update? I remember when they announced that game, everyone was kind of like, whoa, this is really interesting. And then I didn't hear about it for a really long time. Okay, let's start with the Assassin's Blade here. And this is gonna basically be changed into we even have, that's funny, her original card says bleed. It's literally more addictive than League can be. Whoa, that's exciting. I have to give it a try. It's still being like developed though, right? This isn't like the game is out and it's finished. Okay, this is gonna be called From the Shadows. We'll just, you know, we'll just do our little thing that we always do here. Just give it some flavor text. And then we're gonna go ahead and say, go ahead and make this, you know, dark black. Drop this down. Yeah, he's saying that Deadlock is more fun than League of Legends, which is like, whoa. Whoa. League is such a fun game, although apparently I heard they're having a lot of struggles with League right now. I mean, look, when I say that, I don't mean like it's like, I'm not saying dead game, but I am saying I've heard a lot of rumblings that they don't really know what to do with League right now because they're having a really hard time gaining new players, you know? And like, you know, kids on Roblox, they're not all playing League of Legends these days, but you know, go back 5 years, that was the case. Everyone was playing League of Legends. So they're having a little bit of a struggle with the idea that like the game is a little bit like older, skewing, or not even just skewing, it's just older. It's an older game, and that kids who are the current generation of game players coming up are just not really like getting into it. So it's interesting, like from a game design standpoint, it's so fascinating to think about like, man, you have this like titan of a game. But I will admit, like being a new player of League, not me, but if I was a new player, I think it'd be pretty intimidating to want to get involved, and maybe not worth my time because it kind of feels like that train already left, you know, like that feeling like, I don't know, am I really going to start playing this game when there's already like 300 heroes? You've been playing since they gave public playtest access? That wasn't that like 2 years ago? Fistfight, you've been playing for like 2 years. That's like, that's awesome that you've been really like sticking with the game. That's pretty rare. Especially for like a quote unquote early access style drop, you know? Okay, From the Shadows. Let's go ahead and fix this guy. It's still in development. It's not even in beta, but you can get an invite from someone that has the game. Oh, really? If only I knew someone who had the game. Although, in truth, I don't know if I'd have time to play right now. Because I have like 7 jobs. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta. Speaking of 7 jobs, I have one of those jobs coming up really soon that I have to go to a meeting for. But let's finish up this card and see if we can get this in the game before we wrap. We're getting close to a playtest though, guys. I'm getting hyped for this. We're getting there. I think you guys can see now why I was like a little, I wouldn't even say procrastinating, because that's not the case, but I think you guys can see why I was a little like, once we got done the last batch of heroes, I was just a little bit like, oh, darn. Like, I could play the game and have fun, and now we're going right back to, this game is hella broken, and you can't actually play it right now until we, like, fix things. But it's coming along, and, you know, like, I feel like the challenging work of, like, starting it is, like, getting better. What? Like that guy from Amazing World of Gumball? I didn't watch too much of Gumball. It didn't hook me, guys. I gotta admit, that was the one that was like, wait, was it Gumball? No. I'm getting confused because I'm thinking of the Cuphead show. Did you guys watch the Cuphead show? I'm sorry if you guys were like totally into it. I thought it was like really like not good. Okay, From the Shadows is gonna be a card where if hero is shrouded, unshroud, do, let's just call it like, let's just say it does 2 damage. We'll just try this out. And I'm gonna say this, although I don't like this word, upgrade, or maybe increment, bleeding, I don't know, bleed status of creature. I don't like any of this wording, by the way, but I feel like it's important to just put down what I know. This is not going to be called bleed because it can't be called bleed. It's like we just, sorry, you've been DMCA'd. We are not going to let you use the word bleed any longer because Disney owns it. Sorry, guys. Did I ever tell you about the time I got sued by Disney for naming a mobile game called Zaga that had less than 200,000 downloads, and they sued me because apparently in Germany they own the word Zaga? I was like, guys, I can literally show you. There's like 20 people in Germany that downloaded it. I will just take it off the store. And they were like, no, you will pay us. I was like, wow. Aw, geez. We gotta sue the pants off this indie dev. I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I'm not even kidding. It was like 20 downloads in Germany. And they were like, we don't care. Like, we literally don't care. You're just going to give us money. And I was like, you're right. You're right. You're so right. Duh. I forgot. Yeah, of course. I'm just going to give you money for that. Yeah, sure. Okay. No problem. I'll give you money. We'll just call this like slice or something. All right. Slice. And we're just going to say Zaga. Z-A-G-A. Yeah, but Raymond, that's the thing. It wasn't even Germans. It was Disney. Just Disney happens to own some weird subset of something in Germany that was named Zaga. And like, it wasn't even Germany was like, yo, bro, give us all your money. It wasn't even like that. It was literally American Disney was like, yo, bro, we own that name in Germany. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I'll take it off the store. It's only been up for like a week or two. And like, there's literally only 20 downloads. And they were like, no, bro, it'd be a shame if something happened to your legs. They didn't say that. They didn't say that, but it was like, wow. And I remember pleading with them because, you know, it was a lot of money, dude. It was like 5 digits, close to 5 digits. Now I just give my money freely to them with Disney Plus. Womp womp. All right. Do we just do 1 damage with this? Damage. We'll say if crit. If crit, do 2 damage. I don't know. I'm just messing around with this right now. EMG. I don't know. I'm just trying to play this out. If the hero is shrouded, unshroud, do 2 damage and increment bleed status of creature. Okay. Maybe unshroud has to be capitalized too. Do 1 damage. If crit, do 2 damage. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. If creature is bleeding, do +1 damage.
Hey, we gotta sue this guy. Oh my god, they're using my name. I mean, not my name. It's just a name that I own. We're gonna have to sue the pants off this guy. I'm sending my lawyers to I'm sending my lawyers to curb stomp this indie dev. Oh, jeez.
Do 1 damage. If creature is bleeding, do +1 damage. Yeah, why not? This is that thing, the bleed status of level 1, level 2. How to indicate that. If creature is bleeding, do 1 damage for each bleed level. God, this is painful to write. I really hate all of this that I'm putting in here right now, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Okay, I'll get through it. I'm fine. I'm fine. Whoops, that's not what we wanted. See, it did do it. Do you see what I mean? When I use the snip tool, it makes me do it twice. I don't know why it does that. You can tell it makes me very, very upset. It makes me feel like Mickey Mouse when he needs to go sue an indie dev. That's how it makes me feel. I just get that feeling inside. You know what I mean? Can we please make that a running gag? I'm very into that. Okay. We're gonna save this. Assassin's Blade feels like it's in a pretty good spot. I'm gonna go ahead and upload it to the Imgurs. The Gurs of the Im. Let's go ahead and put it in here. Where's Assassin's Blade 1? Gonna copy that address and then jump over here. And I don't think I can use the one that's there because I think I made it in a deck, which means I have to make a new one and then change this one and then import it. Oh, damn. Copy the image address. I thought that's what I did. Okay, change the face. Assassin's Blade here. We take the old one, move it out. And then let's go ahead and put this one in the deck. All right. Wow, we made a lot of progress today. I gotta save this. This is the only way I know how to save in Tabletop Simulator is you literally overwrite your old file, which is the same thing as saving, but I don't know, for some reason, clicking the word overwrite just freaks me out every single time I have to do it. Wow. Cool. Guys, thanks for hanging out today. That's a wrap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out here today. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to get back to 11 a.m. Eastern time. If you're having fun, if you like the game design stuff that's going on here, or you're digging the art, you're digging the game, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Curtis Wow